Hi, happy Mother's Day and happy Women's Day to all the amazing women out there. It is, in fact, a wonderful thing to be a woman, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else, even in my second life. But I want to quickly talk about something that is really very essential at this time as we're celebrating Women's Day and we're celebrating Mother's Day. And people might say, "Oh, it's not true," but it's actually true. It's something that I've noticed, especially with women. A lot of us tend to forget the fact that before we became wives or before we became mothers, we are an individual. God has created us for a purpose, for a reason. And when we become, when we get married and we start having children, there is the tendency that 70% of women forget the fact that they are an individual. You are meant and created for a reason, for a purpose. Think about it as in when you were born and when you were young, you had dreams, you had inspirations, you had a lot of desires, and you had things that you wanted to fulfill as a single unmarried woman or a girl, as the case might be, when you were in the secondary school, when you were in university. And then you get married, kids start coming, they've taken over your time, your spouse has taken over your time, your children have taken over the time. You practically have no life of your own. The only thing you have is your career or your business. You haven't been able to grow yourself as a person. You haven't been able to develop yourself as a person. You haven't been able to find out why you have been created as so person. What is the reason? What is your purpose in life? What are you meant to do? A lot of us forget it. And it's not like it was intentional. It's just because of the big task that is allocated to us as women. So this is Folake unscripted, and I'm going to be very frank, and there's nothing that I'm going to hide. It is really something that we need to change our perspective about. I am an individual. God has created me for a reason, for a purpose. I need to know what that is, and I need to fulfill it. We should not forget the fact that we are an individual. I am somebody's daughter, right? But God has created me for a reason. It's not just because I'm to be a wife or to be a mother. Motherhood is the greatest thing ever. I waited for years to become a mother, and I'm enjoying every moment of it, and I'm not going to trade it for anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the fact that we need to come to a realization that we are an individual. We need to go back, retrace our steps, right, and see, where are we in life? What are the things I'm supposed to do aside taking care of my kids, taking care of my husband, taking care of my family? You as a person. A lot of us get caught up with our families, with our children, with everything. We don't even take care of ourselves. I can ask a set of women and say, when last did you take time off for yourself? Time off to do the things that you like. Time off to just have some self-care, some self-love, to just be yourself again. And they're like, I can't remember. And that is why a lot of women are dropping dead. A lot of women are not healthy. They are not in the state of wellness because we are getting caught up with all the hurdles of motherhood, the hurdles of marriage and relationship, the hurdles of a career. Your career and your business is just one of it. What are the things that make you happy? What are the things that makes you so happy? The things you used to do, let your head down, and do things, the things you used to do when you were young, and you used to feel so fulfilled and so happy with yourself. What has God created you? What has He created you for? What are you doing? Where are you in your life's purpose? I need us to think about these things that as we're celebrating motherhood, we're celebrating the wonderful things women are doing. Women are doing great things. They're coming out. They're setting tables for themselves, even where men are. They're doing wonderful things. I want us to really put ourselves as first before I